Hello my dear gardeners. Garden updates for the weekend. And the first stop would be these pots. I was rushing against the weather yesterday and I was trying too fast probably, to make these pots. This one, okay, whatever I did the rim with paper to host this size top of the pot, it didn't work, paper got stuck. Ding, why didn't I think that paper is going to get stuck to cement? But this is not a finished project. You see all these spaces here? I was dropping cement from this position. So now I'm going to form the bottom rim and we'll try to hide the smooth surface of the top rim. Plus, look at this. This thing is stuck here. Let me get it out. And make it uniform looking, just like this one. Oh, my voice is so hollow here. Interesting. So this is a project in making. I'm trying to convert all my pots into ancient looking, and they're really just simple plastic pots. But let me give you the update of the garden. There is a lot going on. And this is the middle of April and the weather is cold. My husband would say nice and cold. I would say, where is the sun? And warm weather where everything is blooming and growing. Well, everything is waiting, kind of. I don't think my tulips will be ready for Easter, but that's what it is. Let me show you around what's happening. And the biggest thing right now in the garden, where not many things are blooming, spring ephemerals. They are like little jewels dropped to the ground. My Siberian squirrel, I introduced it last fall for them to bloom this year, are just dainty spots of intense color. Let me show you, right near my Lady of Shalott rose. Siberian squirrel has a tendency to be very invasive in our area. And I'm fine with that. My garden is not super big where I cannot control weeds. So here it is, just near my Lady of Shalott. I introduced just several bulbs here and look at this intense, gentle spring color. Beautiful little flowers. And they make a show with numbers. When there are plenty of them in the garden, the color of that spring ephemeral bloom is gorgeous. I have just several bulbs right here, and this one, squirrels were checking them out here. They're not used to Siberian squirrel in my garden. Lady of Shalott leafing out happily. Look at this brownish color, very typical of young growth of Lady of Shalott. Let's go and see what's happening near my sofa area at the back. Well, tulips are coming nice and strong at the back, together with all the seeds which I put in my vegetable beds here. Here we go. I think this is parsley coming up. Rhubarb is strong. Tulips, I was hoping the tulips will bloom for Easter, but the weather of April is too cold for them, and they're not going to do it. Unless, you never know, for next week we are promised that the weather is going to be nice and warm. So this is probably the last cold day of passing winter days. And tulips might just shoot these flowers quickly out and bloom. We will see. This pot where my sedum is growing, and look how nicely it looks in the middle of spring, like little blobs of greenery, very picturesque, right? This pot is going to be the next one to be coated with cement and age quickly to some sort of ancient looking urn here. And I'm going to plant the sedum out and in back. I don't think you will notice that it was replanted. Something happened here. What is this here? Doesn't look good. Usually sedum is so healthy. Maybe the leaves were stuck here through the winter? Well, we will see. I will keep an eye on it. Everything is greening up. Our boxwoods are having already new growth coming along. Wonderful. Last year I didn't take care after my boxwoods and they are damaged. This year I have to make sure that I stay on top of spraying neem oil or horticultural oil and get rid of the populations of insects here. Wattle fence aged, and every year I fill the top. Look at those vertical sticks. That is good, almost 1 foot of space there. So every year my sticks sag so much and they really look old. There are some gaps I have to fix, and every year I'm fixing them and my wattle fence is jogging here. I probably would need to trim ivy here a little bit. It's getting somewhat heavy here. Maybe I will just take one heavy branch here. There are several of them growing. So one will grow and another one I will trace all the way down and just take it down. You see, it's getting heavy here. Well, roses are leafing out. There is a beautiful spring ephemeral growing near my rose, my Olivia Austin rose. And I'm done with all the composting, so a majority of plants got a cookie from me, compost cookie, and Olivia Austin got good amount of compost coverage around its root zone. The same with boxwoods. But here, look at this. Oh, spring hyacinths. They're like little jewels. And I'm amazed how strong and powerful they come up, right? They're saying, I have the right to live. Here I am. I planted quite a few of them here. Olivia Austin is leafing out as well here. I didn't trim my coreopteris yet. I'm still waiting for the greenery to show up. We will do it probably next week. What's happening here on the porch? Well, the greenery is showing up. And here we have tulips coming out of the ground. Another happy blob of sedum, autumn joy. I love how the water gets stuck between the leaves, right? I almost love sedum more for its green foliage than for its blooms. This pot, by the way, is also a candidate to become ancient looking eventually. One more thing I want to show you. Well, disregard the stuff here. In my previous video, I was showing you how I was making the fence, the wattle fence, well, twig fence. So all these twigs are still left behind and I'm going to put them to good use. But look at this. I want to show you another beautiful spring ephemeral coming between my roses right here. Look at this. This is Virginia bluebells. And this guy is not blooming yet, but here I have them blooming. And they look so dainty. Oh, look at that. Of course, plants are small. This is their first year in my garden. So I'm thinking they will naturalize here, hopefully, and will start growing. Happy, happy daffodils. Hyacinths, I was showing them to you already. barberry. I never knew that barberry is edible. So this year I'm planning to harvest all the berries. Little creeping thyme, waking up between the stones. And weeds too. As you can see, all the plants here got the compost cookie too. And I'm not really hilling the compost around the root system of the plants, I'm just spreading them. Hilling is not really advisable for any plant, especially for trees. And my pots are still here doing nothing. It's a little bit too cold. Don't you like the color of Katrina rose? Look, joyful and green. And look at the difference between old stem, how nice and full it is, and just brand new stem which was created last year. And I directed these two stems to go into this direction. So we are going to have some happy flowers on that side as well. And I'm thinking that eventually maybe I will ask Katrina to go into this shady corner. I'm not sure if it would like it. But if the plant is half part on the sun and half part in the shade, I'm thinking it will still create flowers in the shade, like my generous gardener. It is in somewhat, I wouldn't say shady condition, but it's part sun condition, some of it in the shade, and of course there are two generous gardeners. One is older than the other. Oh, look at this. Here they are as well, and squirrels were not bothering them here. Don't you love this color? Beautiful, intense blue. I also introduced white squirrel, Siberian squirrel. I don't see it around yet. Maybe it's later blooming. Oh, look at the birdie. We had to move our bird feeder here. Birds were really destroying my azalea at the back. So here they can peacefully eat. It's an open area here. Eventually, well, I'm going to install a fence here. So we probably will be facing the possibility of moving this feeder somewhere else. But let me show you my latest creation, just in case you didn't see my previous video. The fence. Twig fence. I will call it mulberry fence, because this is our mulberry tree reliving in the fence. And I'm going to create a gate right here, because this is a highway for all the wildlife, especially rabbits, into our backyard, and they literally destroy everything. Look at our apple tree, eaten away by woodpeckers, sap-sucking woodpeckers. Every year I fight them. Our apple tree it's an old apple tree, so I kind of got used to the idea that plants don't live forever, right? And this apple tree is more than 25 years old, and maybe we are facing the possibility of taking it down at some point. I was trying to educate myself about the sap-sucking woodpeckers, why they go to certain trees, and I read that they're attracted to the insects under the bark of the tree. You see, they're making this funny little holes in the bark. They damage the tree, but tree has already the presence of a lot of insects in its bark. That's why the woodpeckers go after them. So, well, this apple tree has maybe several more years of life in it, but if not, that's okay. Hello. I'm very close to this bird. They're used to me in the garden. They're like my little pals. Here she goes. making so much fuss with her wings, you know? Oh, it is cold outside. I'm going to go inside and enjoy a good cup of tea. And you have a lovely day. Happy gardening.